Hello everyone, it's a great honor to be with you again. Welcome to this English news edition. Early morning this Wednesday, the head of state Evariste Ndayishimiye departed for the Republic of Uganda, where he went to participate in the 12th high-level meeting of the regional monitoring for the framework agreement for peace and security and the cooperation for the Democratic Republic of Congo and the region. At the airport, he was welcomed by the Ugandan Foreign Minister. And in humanitarian, we talk about Bernadetta Sisters Orphanage, where all orphans of all kinds are taken care of. Sister Angelique Cole salute the government support, but calls on postpartum deaths decrease. Welcome again, I'm Elsie Kamukama. Details now. Early morning this Wednesday, the head of state Evariste Ndayishimiye departed for the Republic of Uganda, where he went to participate in the 12th high-level meeting of the regional monitoring of the framework agreement for peace and security and the cooperation for the
At 9 hours local time, he has been welcomed by Ali Olien Okello, Minister of State in charge of international cooperation. The Chief of State, Evariste Ndayishimiye, is invited to participate in the 12th Framework Accord of the Regional Mechanism of Follow-up, the Framework Accord for the Peace, Security and the Cooperation for Democratic Republic of Congo and the region. The President of the Republic, Evariste Ndayishimiye, is heading the regional mechanism of the follow-up of this accord since May 2023. During this summit, President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, will take the presidency of this mechanism. Noted that the accord has been signed by 13 countries of the Great Lakes region and by 4 international organizations.
Burundi should harmonize the laws regulating trade in compliance with OHADA organization. This result from a workshop organized by the Ministry of Justice in the framework of validation of a study conducted on Burundi integration into OHADA workshop held at Gitega Province. Kimana Christine has more.
Integration of Burundi in the Organization for Harmonization of Africa Trade Law, OHADA in French acronym, could reduce long judiciary procedures but also secure trade facilities in Burundi. Throughout different presentations made by law experts, it has been revealed that in Burundi, trade procedures long last within the trade court, whereas investors have contracted the bank loans to reimburse. The reason why they invited the government of Burundi to harmonize the laws and regulations so as to ease investment process here in Burundi. The Secretary Permanent in the Ministry of Justice, Gervais Hajayandi, stated that the study conducted by experts should be taken into account and lead decision makers to adjust trade laws in compliance with investors' needs. This will permit to reduce long delays in terms of trade procedures and adopt mediation strategies between government and investors. The judiciary professionals have invited the government of Burundi to join other African countries to adhere into OHADA framework so as to promote the regional integration through trade.
As Burundi is preparing for the 2025 elections, Burundian youth and women are urged to avoid manipulation during the electoral process. It was issued by Hussein, now by Assistant Minister for Youth, at the opening of a 4th day's workshop on patriotism and development projects in the country's political capital, Gitega. Marius Muigo has more.
This training, organized by the Ministry for Youth, Sport and Culture, will last 4 days. It will be based on patriotism and the competencies on the current life in everyday life, decision-making and the criteria for the self-competence, as well as patriotism promotion. And this for youth and women as they play a key role in the increasing of production, the teamwork, inter-cooperatives, and their role in the electoral period, as said by Hussein Namba, the Assistant of the Ministry for Youth, Sport and Culture. During that electoral period, the youth is called on to avoid manipulation, but also to work hard for the increasing of production. He will let you know that women have also been trained for self-employment and projects development.
And for the government property, we talk about Bujumbura Port that is underway of rehabilitated. However, our colleagues, according to our colleagues, the waters of the Lake Tanganyika and the presence of the remaining equipment along the Lord side could delay the completion of that project. Jivan Ishimi was there.
Since 2023, work has begun on the rehabilitation project of the port of Bujumbura and its access roads. This project, initiated by the government of Burundi, is funded by the African Development Bank and the European Union. This project aims generally at building a new breakwater, rehabilitating the existing one, constructing a passenger quay, and rehabilitating the roads leading to the port. Currently, on the port side, the Lebanese company KCC, responsible for the works, is continuing the construction of the breakwater and the production of concrete blocks that will be used for the construction of the passenger quay. The necessary materials for rehabilitation have also already been imported. On the road side, the company KCC is working on rehabilitating road number 1, which extends from the United Nations roundabout to the Gikoma River. Vincent Bakire Nzoisaba, the project coordinator, commended the progress already made, but noted that several challenges have arisen during the implementation of the project. Among these challenges on the port side is the rising water level of Lake Tanganyika, which necessitated a change in the breakwater construction plan. On the road side, delays in compensation, delays in the removal of infrastructure built along the road, especially houses, as well as the relocation of the Regideso pipes and the cables, BPS cables, and the change in the design of road number 1, which was upgraded to 2 lanes instead of the initially planned single lane, and other challenges. The 5 access roads to the port to be rehabilitated as part of this project are the section from the United Nations roundabout to the Gikoma River, the section from the United Nations roundabout to Metarusa, Kanzigiri Street, Mare Street, and the Far Street, which leads to the port entrance. It is worth noting that the port of Bujumbura was built in 1958, and this is the first time it has undergone rehabilitation.
And the very first tomatoes processing unit in Burundi has started at Bujumbura. Innovation in local product processing, but that factory faces many challenges such as the lack of land where to cultivate tomatoes. Alexis Aimana, manager of Maison Palma, asked for help. Mwenda Jambo Joseph has more.
We are at Palma House Center, hosting a processing unit of tomato. It is located at Charama Quarter in Nahangwa Commune in Bujumbura Mayorship. Alexis Sabimana, the country representative of Palma House, says that Tomato Farmers Cooperative benefited more from the establishment of this company as they get where they sell the tomato production. He informs that once they get enough production, they will export tomato sauce. Alexis Sabimana explains that they chose to establish this tomato processing unit after realizing that when there is an abundant production of tomato growers complain that they get lost due to the lack of the satisfactory market. He as well precises challenges that the center faces. They are, among others, the lack of land to cultivate, unavailability of raw material. Alexis Sabimana mentioned that they expect to not only sell the production locally, but also export it in collaboration with the Burundian National Bureau in charge of norms respect, BBN.
And in humanitarian, let's talk about Bene Bernadette Sisters Orphanage, where orphans of all kinds are taken care of. According to Sister Ange Nichols, she salutes the government support, but cause on postpartum deaths decrease. Gato Gordien was there.
These are children cared for at the orphanage run by the nuns of Bene Bernadette congregation. According to nun Ange Nicole Nyonemela, the head of the orphanage, the children welcomed there are primarily those whose mothers died during childbirth or those whose mothers suffer from mental illness. The biological families of these children usually come to reclaim them after a period of 3 years. During this time, the children receive appropriate education and are provided with all the care and attention necessary for their development, just like any other child of their age. Nun Ange Nicole expressed her gratitude to the government, which supports the initiative through the Ministry of National Solidarity. She also made an appeal to health authorities to do everything possible to reduce the maternal mortality rate following childbirth. It is important to note that this orphanage has a maximum capacity of 20 children.
Well, very good. Thank you for your attention again. This is the end of this English News edition. Please take care.